Welcome back to the Life Beyond the Workout from Underdogs on Top Studio. This is a Chie Figure Prodigy Tarui, and today we have a guest, Derek Jackson. He is martial arts fighter and also the future of a business owner.
Yes.
Right, and I have actually privileged to work with him for his nutrition, also his strength training for actually his competition. And you've been with us like a couple of years now.
4. I
4
think.
years.
Yeah.
4 years.
Yeah, 4 years now.
I
Yeah.
should be the member that scene. But the always with this life beyond the workout is we are talked about the mindset, discipline, and the character building through the fitness, but then also how that carries on to their life. And then today, I mean, we are underdogs on top, and truly, Derek, I know of him and literally remind me you are the underdogs on top.
Yes, ma'am.
Actually, audience going to know this soon.
Mm-hmm.
So what we wanted to discuss about being a martial arts fighter.
Yes, ma'am.
Um, I wanted to kind of explain what type of martial arts, like the which type.
Okay.
Yeah.
I did a lot of martial arts growing up, from Taekwondo to, kickboxing to Muay Thai, but I've officially formally just do karate. Shotokan karate to be specific.
Okay. How long you have been doing actually?
I've been doing martial arts since I was 2, but overall karate, I've been doing it for 4 years now.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay. So it's you actually have to rub that, right? You like it.
Yes,
You
I love it.
Okay.
I think it's probably I should have been started that, but to each his own. I've enjoyed the journey, but karate has been fun.
Okay.
Extremely fun.
Yeah, you have to enjoy that, right? In
Mhm.
order for you to do that long.
Yes, ma'am.
Right.
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
But I know that I'm actually the martial arts art form called Kendo, which is, I have a black belt. Right
That's
now,
dope.
what belt you can?
I'm a black belt. I'm a first
Okay.
degree. Yeah, I
Okay.
just recently got it from Japan.
Oh,
I've
wow.
been since November.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that trip too. As a matter of fact. So I know the martial arts really require discipline.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And that's what they teach us a lot. You
Yes,
know what I
ma'am.
mean? From the get go. So what's the normal training day like for you first?
Ooh, well, it's been changed recently, but mostly it's been mornings.
Mhm.
I get up at 5. Say good night. I mean, good morning
Right.
to my wife and to my dog. Then I drink a smoothie. Then I head on to the dojo.
Mm-hmm.
Then I will train there. We'll do a 30-minute run. To hitting pads.
Mm-hmm.
To hitting the heavy bag to sparring.
Mhm.
Then at the end we do our katas, which is our forms. At the end of then we condition.
Right.
So I do that. Then I go to work.
Right.
So it's usually a busy day for me. About 4 to 5 days a week.
Mm-hmm.
Then 2 days I try to make time for my wife and family.
Right. Balance.
Yes, ma'am.
Right.
So it's taught me a lot about balance within the gym and also out of the gym.
So how about when you don't feel like going? What is to motivate you to go?
Oh man.
I know that's everybody, but
honestly, it's just again, it's like the underdog, the little guy, the guy they say they couldn't do it. I motivate myself to I'm getting one up on the competition, I guess. Competition of life. Competition of a person, competition of yourself, mostly myself. That little kid that I was told that I couldn't do it.
Right.
So that's what gets me going. That's my motivation, honestly. The little Derek, the little prime time back in the day.
Okay.
So
how about like what part the hardest part about staying consistent about your practice or diet? What part? I mean, you probably get used to you already doing from when you were little.
Right.
Yeah, but as you growing up, and what was the hardest part to be
Mm.
stay consistent?
It's a little bit of my wife too, because I want her to see that it can be done.
Right,
So I feel like if I quit, then she'll quit.
right.
So I try to see who I'm motivating,
Mm-hmm.
and I from the kids at the dojo,
Right.
my teammates, my sensei, my parents. I see
Mm-hmm.
them get up every day. No complaints still,
Right.
and then I'm like, why not? Why not me?
Mm-hmm.
So that's usually my
Yeah. I think when because of martial arts is a self um me versus me,
yeah,
right? Kind of
exactly.
mentality
Yes, ma'am.
because it's a not teamwork, it's most
Right.
of individual.
Yeah, and it gets lonely.
Right.
It's
Yeah. And then
lonely.
also I think when you were as single, it's easier because
Right.
you do what you do,
Yeah.
right?
Without
But
the
I think
consequences of.
right, yeah. But I think when you're in a relationship, like you said, actually I trained Brittany, his wife. And matter of fact, shout out to Mildred and Michael.
My
We
parents.
have all family.
Yes.
Actually, they are owner of I-57,
Hmm.
the great barbecue, the best in Chicago, right? But anyway, so when you kind of have to let involve, I mean, everybody involving with your progress,
Yes,
or
ma'am.
family vacation, or what I
Right.
mean, progress. I think
Yes, ma'am.
you have to kind of think about not just for yourself.
Right.
You have to kind of balance and how to go about it. I'm
Right.
sure, if you are my son, yeah, I don't want you to fight because I don't want you to get hurt. You
Oh
know
no,
what I mean?
absolutely. She's
Yeah.
checking my face every
Right.
time we see each other. It's like, are you okay?
Right.
Eh, did you fight back?
Right.
I'm like, yeah, I did.
Right. It is
So
the fight, right?
right,
Yeah.
exactly. So we try. They don't really condone it
Right.
because the worrisome of me being hurt,
Mm-hmm.
but they know I am an adult.
Right.
So as long as I have, like you said, that balance, they
Mm-hmm.
kind of take the ease up off of me a little
Right.
bit. So
Okay. Well, it's I think it's success is not coming from literally motivation. It's coming from, your discipline and consistency.
yes,
That's
ma'am.
as you can practice that. So, first, what was the challenge for me was first when Derek came to me. It's like I'm also, he doesn't have the strength to go into the tournament
Yes, ma'am.
because most likely they said this is an old blueprint for wrestling or what those are
Right.
a tournament where you have to make your way in,
Yeah.
right? And the thing is, it is so important to have your strength
Hmm.
when you are fighting, or endurance, and which is your energy.
Yes, ma'am.
And so, when he came to me, is that he was fasting, and you're trying to make your way, so you put the sauna suits to go in the sauna. I mean, you probably do that a little, but that
Right.
was the things that we have to I had to clear
Hmm.
about. Okay, we don't have to fast.
Right.
Just we're going to give what body necessarily need.
Right.
You know what I mean? So the far as we started to actually in the beginning, I wanted to put a little bit more muscle on him, so
Hmm.
he was on the gain uh, muscle nutrition program. And as a day goes, and he decided to which competition he goes into,
Hmm.
and then from there we will started cutting back
Hmm.
a pound a week.
Hmm.
It's just a little by little, not to drop a 5 pounds in a one time. You know what I mean? And so within that, making a weight and for these nutrition, what was the biggest challenge about making your weight class?
Back then, before I met you, it was, like you said, I was trying to kill myself, basically.
Right.
Starve myself, don't eat, don't drink. It was tough.
Right.
Then when I met you, you was telling me that I had to eat more. I'm like, no, I
Wait a
can't.
minute.
I can't do that.
Right.
I'm like that. I'll gain the weight. But
Right.
she said it's not what you eat. It's not me. It's not how you eat. It's what you eat.
Right.
So you would give me. I had a weight scale which I never used.
Right.
I would kind of like I gouge it a
Right.
little bit to see if okay maybe I'll put a little here, a little there.
Right.
So you gave me specific details on what to do, a
Right.
blueprint.
Right.
And I've had so much success as far as weight cuts. I don't struggle. Teammates would tell me, "Oh, what's your weight at?" And I tell them the number. They're like, "Oh, wow, you're still in shape."
Right.
And I'm like, "Cause I follow the game plan, and again, martial arts is about discipline.
Right.
If I stick to this, I'll get the results." So,
See, I've been telling not only the Derek because he can be, but I've been telling all my clients to measure the food.
right.
Now, if you're not listening, you know. Right? So did you ever doubt that you are not going to make it in
I
your weight
did.
class?
I did. I think it was one competition we was working on, and I'm like, okay, I gained a little weight,
Right.
so I'm like, I think it was a day I had to come and I wore my sauna suit. And you asked me, why you got your sauna suit on? Cause Chie, I ate the meals like you said,
Right.
but I got so much weight on. But she's
Right.
like, you were like, just be calm,
Right.
trust the process.
Right.
And I told myself, you know what, she has her best interest in me, so
Right.
I gotta believe it.
Right.
So
I think I know was uncomfortable because,
yeah.
like I said, for I train ballerinas too, and also
Right.
that your guys have really weight restriction,
Mhm.
and you have never done it. So of
Right.
course, in the beginning, hey, I don't know, she say this, but you know what I mean.
Right.
But actually, he listened.
Yes.
And yeah, he made it.
You hear that?
The
If
way.
my wife's watching, I listen. Just thought you should know.
Right. Okay, yeah. So I kind of understand why you doubt it, but then
Yeah.
now you have been doing for a minute. I know that you had a mini competition,
Mhm.
and within 4 years, and
Yeah.
every time you made it in the way. So what I always tell him was, I wanted him to be comfortable with the weight that he's actually fighting. So
course.
we wanted to get down in the weight, and then when he go practice, I see how you feel. Is that are you hungry? Are you lightheaded? Or
Mhm.
I want to see the condition. And then so at this point of time, he already used to it. So kind of pretty much what to do now, what not to do.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. So what did you learn about your body doing this process? Like what you need to do to go next,
To the next level.
Yeah.
I've learned that to be patient, honestly, because I'm not gonna get it overnight.
Right.
As far as the results I want, and the just overall, just trust the process. And I feel like I've learned so much from training with you specifically. Just don't quit.
Right.
Trust it. Don't be patient.
Right.
Each step, you just take it one step at a time, and the results will come.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I've learned. It's been dope.
Right. And we always go through within the training. Yes, I do physically train him, but we always discuss about winner mindset.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And even though we win, but we lose more. You know what I mean? We lose more than you win. And even though Michael Jordan, okay?
Right,
So
exactly.
I think it's that we always kind of share the feeling, because the meantime I was competing too, so it's like how I feel, how he feels, the when he's down, and I'm kind of share my experience, and then we kind of always talked about how we can keep it going, never give up.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
even though so many people around us doubt us every time, and then actually when we continue to believe in ourselves and practice and do all of the work that we need to do, and always the results will be there, which is he won, and actually he went to the Japan for the championship. So what I mean, it's the results itself will tell. And
Right.
you did what you're supposed to. You believed yourself, and your ability to do this. You know what I mean?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
I think we can always kind of share everybody, which is the only people that went through understand the underdogs, how underdogs feel.
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah. So we're gonna now switch to more so the business side. I
Okay.
know that you are going to be,
Yes.
when the parents are going to retire, you're
Yes.
going to be the owner of this business
Yes, ma'am.
that they built. How do you like balance training, work, business ownership? How you balance that?
My iPad. Usually I try to wing it
Mm,
when I first started because I wanted to, I guess, please everyone.
right,
But I had to learn like this is my path and this
right.
is the decision I make. So yeah, I had to get organized. So I will write a
Mm,
schedule. I will go to my parents about the schedule.
mm-hmm.
I'll make sure I take care of business first because that's the reason I'm able to do
Right.
my martial arts and
Good,
train with you.
good point.
So I try to make sure I handle that first, and
Mm-hmm.
of course make sure the wife is okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then whatever I got left is for martial arts.
Mm-hmm.
But again, it's not always. I'm not gonna always be 100%
Right.
as far as everything. I'm not gonna always be consistent, but long as I'm putting my best foot forward, I
Right.
feel I feel like I'm finding my balance as far as
Mm.
work, wife, and training.
So, what do you? What sacrifice did you feel like you have to make to
Uh,
kind of balance?
honestly, I would love to train 7 days a week. I would love to just do that and not work and just come
Right.
home to my wife and
Right.
because that's how I grew up. I was an athlete since I was a kid.
Right.
I've learned about flag football,
Right.
martial arts, sports. I wanted to be that kid,
Mm-hmm.
but I
Now
had
you
to make
grew
a
up and you got to pay the bill.
right. There you go. So
And
I'm
now you
paying.
got right.
I'm,
But you have a actually great business to carry on,
right.
and those are really important. And a lot of times, we are as a business owner, it's so important to your children have to understand that what they're going to actually inherit it, right? And
Right.
so, um, know how to run a business. Even
Mhm.
though my children, they don't necessarily involve, I mean, my son is actually, he does editing for this podcast.
Mhm.
But far as a fitness business, gym wise,
Mhm.
they don't really involve,
Mhm.
but they know how to open that business. They
Mhm.
know how to shut down.
Mhm.
If they need to, they can do little errands for us. So,
Mhm.
that's really important to know
Yeah.
that, what we do and make sure that they understand
Right.
how hard we work to build these businesses. You know
And
what I
that
mean?
and that's how I am with my parents.
Yeah.
I understand the stuff they had to go through to get to where they need to be, and the best
Mm-hmm.
thing I might not be able to repay them money wise, but
Right.
my attributes and what I do for them
Mm-hmm.
shows my appreciation.
Mm-hmm.
Just finding my balance.
Right. We have to make sure they listen to this podcast, okay? Because it's like
this is
he put
quality.
it right. He put a lot of flag on his parents, so you know what I mean. But anyway, what do you say to people that, oh, I'm too busy to do this, to make it, whatever they need to do?
My dad always told me just figure it out.
Right.
I had to figure it out. If you really want to do
Mm-hmm.
something, whatever it is, could be work, working out,
Mm-hmm.
competing, you'll figure it out.
Right.
And I feel like, well, I don't want to get too religious, but God really will guide you to that path.
No,
If you ask him,
yes.
he can definitely give you the blueprint. Now
Mm-hmm.
you got to be able to be like, all right, this is the blueprint.
Right.
You got to be able to put you got to do the work.
Right.
And I feel like if you have that mindset of, okay, this is the blueprint, Derek, do the work, you'll get
Mm-hmm.
it done.
Yeah, nothing wrong to involving God, period, because
Yes,
we all has that, and
man.
for us to make it to this point,
Mm-hmm.
we have to always talk to Him, right?
Of course.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I feel the same.
Mm-hmm.
I always said, because I had 4 kids
Mm-hmm.
in household,
Mm-hmm.
and as they are growing up, I still have to run a business,
Yeah.
and also I choose to compete, so I have to
Right.
do my meal prep
Mm-hmm.
and everything else. So besides washing dishes, wash clothes, you know what I mean?
Yes, man.
And so I do not believe a single person telling me
They can't.
I don't
They're
have
too busy.
time.
Right, they're too busy.
Right. But they got time to do what they want to do, right?
Right.
So, you got to make those sacrifices if you wanted to be successful and what
Absolutely.
you aim, whatever that your goals are. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? So that the we want to kind of go back to for the underdog.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
think it's also really important to talk about the win and lose. You know what
Hmm.
I mean? Um, after I know, I can't remember exactly which one, but your big loss.
Okay.
Okay,
I think I know what you're talking
that
about.
right. What was your thought and your mind at the
um,
time?
it was a tournament, and I was going up against this phenom kid. He was 20
Mm-hmm.
years old, 49, and I mean he had some crazy record, 47-9, and I'm like nobody
So
wants to compete
so that
against him.
means that he won 49 times.
Hmm.
Oh,
And
okay,
lost
okay,
only nine. So
okay.
as a kid, so I'm like, okay, I martial arts for me is like a gamble. You bet the odds.
Right.
And sometimes the odds are not really in your favor. But I was the underdog in that fight,
Mm-hmm.
and I've been underdog in most competitions I've been in. I face
Mm-hmm.
top tier guys, but
Mm-hmm.
that one, I truly believe that I can beat this kid.
Mm-hmm.
He showed me discipline. He showed me simple stuff, consistency
Mm-hmm.
in that competition,
Mm-hmm.
and he humbled me a little bit. So it was tough, because I'm a sore loser. My wife will tell you, like,
What?
we'll play Uno or
Oh, anything.
Monopoly, and I'm like,
What?
you got to run this back. I'm not going to bed till I win.
What?
So I learned, that you gotta, if you really want to do this, you gotta put in the work. And after that competition, even though it was tough, I
It
took
it
my head down and I just
mm,
grind,
it changed you.
changed my mindset
Mm,
as far as what I have to do as far as get to my goals.
mm. Did you thought about creating?
I did,
Okay.
I did. I feel like
Mm,
maybe this ain't it, and you have nothing to prove.
mm,
But I'm like, but I had to tell myself, Derek, this is what you love to do. You love martial arts. This is what you've done since you was 2 years old. You're
mm.
not gonna always be undefeated. You're not gonna always win.
Right.
But as long as you keep moving forward, success will come. And I feel like it has after
Mm.
that. But that fight was tough. That was tough.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to run
we
that back.
always get those one, no matter how you prepare, and you did your best,
Right.
and you're always not gonna win. So,
Exactly.
I think it's the, yeah, and so many times, like I said, over 20 years, I have been competing.
Hmm.
But you know what? Not quitting, but I think I did the last year show.
Hmm.
Before that, I was like, maybe this is my last thing.
Right.
I kind of thought that. Yeah, but
Right.
actually, because the last competition let me do this, I got fired up, right? And
Yes,
then
ma'am.
actually I won, so I'm gonna keep going,
Yes.
right?
Yes. And I was so happy for you.
Right. Okay. Yeah. He was there. Oh my God. I'm so glad that he recorded actually when I announced my name as a winner.
Yes, ma'am.
That was Derek's beating that I had. Earl was too busy to record me. So
He did the hard part. He did the coaching
culture part, exactly.
part. But
But I'm so glad that a whole family, you guys, came out, and I truly appreciate how you
of
guys
course,
support me, for
of
that
course,
competition, and I'm so glad that you guys witnessed,
yes,
my first pro win. I
yes,
think that was such a wonderful time.
yes.
Yeah.
Well deserved.
Oh yeah. Um. So, but what made you keep going and keep stepping back into the gym? Far as like, okay.
Honestly, it's mostly like I said again. It was the little kid in me that
Mm-hmm.
always wanted to do this. Like you dreamed of this when you was a kid to be a great martial artist. I think
Mm-hmm.
that's most of it. It's also again my wife. Like I want her to see that it's possible.
Right.
Like she sometimes beats herself a little bit, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm her biggest fan.
Right.
She can tell you like I'll have palm if she ever
Right.
decides to do something
Something. Yeah.
competition wise. I'm palms
Right.
screaming like I did for your competition. So I want to show her that it is possible. Even the people that follow me, friends, that man, this guy Derek does not quit.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what he throws at him, he always stands up, and
Mm-hmm.
I've embraced that like again the underdog mentality because it's you already count me out anyway. So what's the point of me beating myself even worse? I'm just gonna
Mm,
keep getting back up till I get that win,
mm.
the win that I deserve.
Right. So, um, like what? So your loss
Hmm.
taught you something
Yeah.
that winning cannot teach you.
Right.
What is that?
Uh, don't quit. Resilience
Mm,
to push forward. My sensei always tells me, you either win or you learn, and I don't really see the losses I took as losses. I took them as lessons. Okay, maybe I zigged instead of zagged,
right.
or I turned left when I should have turned right.
Mm-hmm.
But to keep going again and to see the accomplishments I did now, which is get my black belt, go to Japan,
Mm.
compete against some
That
top
was
tiers.
one of your dream to
Yeah, that was
going to
the
Japan.
biggest,
Yeah.
because my parents was nervous to do it when I was a kid because I'm going out the country. It's
Mm.
they just wanted me to be safe,
Right.
but to actually fully commit and to finally go on the
Yeah.
other side of the world is
Yeah.
it's
I
insane.
remember because we talked about this like a 2 years prior,
Hmm.
before that.
Yeah.
And actually, he won this competition, and then he got ticket to go to Japan. And
Right.
like, wow, you know what I mean? And it's like, we always have a dream
Hmm.
as a goal,
Hmm.
and some people's dream is just to end it, just dream,
Right.
right? But when you continue to work hard and never give up and keep going,
Hmm.
your dream can come true. And then that's a me actually saying that for myself too. I had so many dreams that I had when I started,
Hmm.
and that I accomplished so many of them.
Yes, ma'am.
And I saw that in with your life, you know what I
Yes,
mean?
ma'am.
So that's really special.
Yes, ma'am.
That what I can actually involve in helping you or to witness it,
Yes, ma'am.
as vice versa. So you witnessed in mine too. So
It's a hell of a story.
yes, yes. So what kind of a legacy do you want to build, and as a fighter and also as a business owner?
That's a good question.
Mm.
um, my legacy. That you know, that's a good one.
I know you guys don't have children yet, but
No, no.
first,
You're talking about it.
right?
I just want to show my if whoever's watching, whether it is my kid or if it's somebody that says that can't do it.
Going
That
through it right now.
exactly.
Yeah.
I want them just to look at my story and show them like there is a way,
Mm-hmm.
and that's always been my legacy. Like when they see Derek Jackson, I want them to see, oh, this kid didn't quit.
Mm-hmm.
Where life threw at him, he pushed through it. Whether it is business or martial arts,
Mm-hmm.
he didn't quit.
Right.
He didn't give up.
Mm-hmm. Figured out.
He figured out one way, and it was his heart was in the right place. And I did it, the honorable way instead of trying to cut corners. I did it the old fashioned. You got to get up each day and figure it out. So that would be my legacy. The underdog.
That's right.
So I really enjoy it. I love the scene of the underdog. It's just I've always been that guy. I never wanted to be the guy that okay, he gotta win. I've always been the guy that they look past
Yeah, we overlooked. We overlooked.
and
Yeah.
he might not make it. Oh, he
Mhm.
just doing this just to do it. No, when you see me, I can compete with the best of them. So that would be my legacy. Just don't quit.
Yeah.
Don't give up. I know it's not easy, but nothing worth having is easy.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah. I mean, it's a really. I watch him. This the past 4 years. You changed a lot,
thank you,
and
sir.
I think for the public appearance as your son, as from the Brittany as your husband,
Hmm.
as me, you are my trainee. But we share a lot of things between
Yes,
the
ma'am.
training. And I think I can see the progress, not only physically, but his mindset. He already had, I think it already routine that you already do. You know what I
Right.
mean? No matter you're tired, you're busy at business, you
Mhm.
just do cardio, eating, if I say, hey, you got to come down to 138 by this time, and he will do that. So I always can kind of trust that he will do what I say.
Yes, ma'am.
But it's little as a person, besides competition or anything, as a person, you really, I can hear your growth.
Thank you, Miss
Yeah,
Chie.
yeah,
That's so
yeah.
nice.
You know,
Y'all gotta be. I hope y'all are tuned in.
okay. You will understand. It is the truly well all the other episode that we do in life beyond the
Mhm.
workout is so interesting because the lot of people just only see how many reps you do, how many
Right.
workout you do.
Right.
It's not that. You know what I
No.
mean? It's everything from here. Your mindset.
Mm-hmm.
And on top of that, with the discipline and consistency, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's that whatever you set as your goal,
Mm-hmm.
you can always accomplish as long as it's keeping going,
Mm-hmm.
because you are in the game. When you're
Yes.
in the game, then you can always have a chance to winning.
Yes,
You know what I
ma'am.
mean? Yeah. So, I mean, this episode of Life Beyond the Workout isn't about laps, like we said,
Mm-hmm.
more so that your mindset
Mm-hmm.
and consistency, your mental toughness, um, inner strength, period. And
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what, when you have that, you can apply to that with all your, whatever you do, your relationship, your
Mm-hmm.
business, whatever you're going for. So, Derek is really prove that discipline and consistency, believe we always outlast a setback.
Yes.
Yeah. It's about, um, when you are only winning and yeah, you is happy, but
Yeah.
what, how you go about it when you lose,
Right.
right? When you were down,
Yeah.
don't stay down.
Right.
And you just gotta keep climb up the ladder and, refuse to quit and it just continue to build. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? And I think Derek is a truly represent underdogs on top, and which is I'm so glad that you made it today.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, and whatever it comes, 2026, his fight. I know that you are going to be so good at what you do, so you're going to win, and
Of course.
we always support you. And so, you like to say something to the audience?
I want to add, I really appreciate Earl too. He sends me quotes on Messenger every morning. It's like clockwork, and it be
He
some.
does?
Yeah, so
Nah, I did not know that.
so
What?
it'll be like a motivational quote or something, and he don't have to do that
Right.
honestly, but that's a little like okay, if I don't want to get up this morning, you would send it like I think one time you sent it at 7 o'clock in the morning. And I'm like, okay, it was a rough day for me at work. I had an issue with a customer. It was just bad. But Earl sent it to me. I'm like, let me get up. Let me run 20 minutes. Let me get in this sauna. I gotta go to I gotta go to the dojo today. And again, it's be days when I just don't feel like doing it, but it's the people that who look at you in a positive way that helps me get up every morning. So I wanted to just add that.
Oh
Thank you,
my
Mr. Earl.
God. That made it so special. Include Earl.
They should give me a free
Oh,
Celsius.
Celsius. But thank you for listening. Today's an episode, and we always trying to come back with the life beyond the workout. And thank you for the Derek coming today.
Thank you, Miss Chie.
And also, if you have any question, you can always leave us message. And please like our episode and share our episode and subscribe.
Uh-oh.
But we will see you for next time. Bye. Thank you.
Bye.